Hello and welcome to round one of the Curator's Cube tournament this month. This month I'm going to try to just have some fun, play some Cube. We're matching up against a player I don't recognize, which is Pujok. And Pujok has an absolutely terrifying deck. They got Ardor, they got Brawlat, they got every single red white gold card, Breakbot, and Electies, and Sonam the Hunted, and where is it? Amaret. Bunch of burn, coordinated shot, firebolt, fateful ascent to remove my big creatures, Economico at the top, tons of must answer red white threats. Yeah, this is dang scary. I'm gonna have to get pretty lucky to win this one, but less likely things have. Whoop, sorry, whoops, my start master timer. Less likely things have happened. Okay, well, winning the die roll would have been a good start, but it's okay. Okay, well, this is a fine hand, at least. Turn 1, tapped Grotto. Turn 2, farmland. Probably Elvish Witness, although I could play Wild Bear if I need to. And ramping into these 5-drops, hopefully, with my Elvish Witness. Maybe it's Wild Bear first, actually. Wild Bear into Witness into the 5-drops. What do they got? Mountain? And, okay, Blunt Instrument. Yep. Okay, tapped Grotto for me. I am going to have my 5 mon. It's definitely Wild Bear next turn because that blocks Blunt Instrument, or at least force them to remove Wild Bear. Yep. A bunch of 2-drops they could have here. They got a pretty good curve as well. They play Ukshu, Crossroads of the West. They have another 1-drop, which is Sparks. Post-combat Sparks, slightly unusually, because that does give haste. Oh, let's get off my back. Okay, Redeemer is excellent here. I think I'm just going to play Quick Farmland. I think I'm definitely going to play Wild Bear. Elvish Witness can come later. I much prefer to get bodies with power and toughness on the board. What do we have in terms of instants from them we have to worry about? Just Fateful Ascent and Unite the Clans. So the block is fairly safe here. Any flash creatures? Elemental of Surprise. That doesn't do anything combat-wise. Like, it doesn't mess up my block on Blunt Instrument. Uh, they don't have a ton of burn. They have Firebolt, which doesn't work here, and they have Coordinated Shot, which would, and of course they have Fateful Ascent, and they have Casus Belly and Amaret. So, some amount of burn, but some possibility I get to stay through this turn unscathed, and I do. This looks like it's Elemental of Surprise, which I'm certainly not attacking into. No siree. This is just play Redeemer, right? I guess if I play Elvish Witness, I get to play these 5s next turn. I guess Redeemer, but like Redeemer is big. Big is good. The next turn I can do Elvish Witness plus Kaisar. That's a little slow, but it's not like these 5-drops are even doing an enormous amount right now. Whereas we're getting Redeemer into play early is good. Play Mountain. Run it Redeemer. Ship the turn. I'm super not attacking here. I'd have to bounce a permanent, first of all. But also, Elemental Surprise obviously really gets me. Okay, so they have nothing. That's very surprising. Well, okay, what's in their hand? Okay, it's time to play a game called What's in Their Hand? Could be the 5-drops and the 4-drops. Economicos, Ardor, Brawlat, Cityscape Dragon, good lord. Probably they'd have played removal if they had it. Could be Unite the Clans. Yeah, I think it's just expensive cards I think they have in their hand, which is pretty scary. Okay, it's Unite the Clans, Sorcery Speed. This could whiff. And if I Aggro that, I still get a counter on Redeemer. Not nothing. It's the backside of Kaisar. Scry 1. Okay. I do need double blue for one card in my deck. I have double green, double red already. But I have Jetstream Cruiser. Is that a complete whiff? That is a complete whiff. Wow. Okay, well, luck is smiling on me this turn as I exile this from my graveyard and put a +1/+1 counter on Redeemer of Hallowed Flesh. And now I can really consider attacking. Well, speaking of Jetstream, this is the only legal play here is Elvish Witness plus probably tapped Kaisar. Question is, what do I want to attack with? I think it's just Redeemer. They do have some haste creatures, but I also do want to start like actually killing them within a reasonable time frame before things get out of hand for me. They probably just chump here, but I'm fine with that. Or they take 4. Taking 4 is also very reasonable. I don't know what they have. But they clearly have expensive cards in hand, so I should be trying to kill them. Possibly should have attacked with both. But I'm playing a little scared. Maybe that's wrong. Witness. Surveil 2. Swift Step and Crumbling Tower. I don't think I want Crumbling Tower here. I'm about to run out of lands and I have plenty of things to do in the future. Swift Step could be a useful answer, kind of interaction piece to something they play next turn. Like, if they run out of Cityscape Dragon, Swift Step's actually not a bad answer to it. Backs, can I just remember what the backsides of Vasilisa are? 7/7 Trample, 6/5 Hexproof, 5/6 Vigilance, Reach, Death Touch. They run a mountain. They could also have double white cards in their hand, because they do not currently have double white. That actually seems quite likely to be a cause of their consternation right now. Genotype. Okay, that's a little slow. It really does indicate that being pinched on white mana might be the thing that's happening here. They could teach something flying. Maybe Blunt Instrument gets flying. Yeah, they're gonna teach everything. It's gonna make the board a bit more complicated, but nothing I can't deal with. Okay, giving flying to Blunt Instrument. Are they gonna hit me with it? They hit me if I wouldn't mind just swinging back for what's gonna be probably 9. I guess it's not a very good blocker, Blunt Instrument, so makes sense to get in. Okay, draw the Swift Step I knew about. Oh, oops. Forgot. Redeemer trigger. No. The 5/5. If I hit Wild Bear and have to pick up Witness, I'm not that upset about that. Do I Jade Champion here? Do I Vasilisa? I guess they have a flyer. They might have 2 fly next turn. I might want to just leave up Jetstream Cruiser is the real answer. Yeah, that makes sense. I guess if I leave Jetstream Cruiser, I can't... Yeah, maybe it's Jade Champion. Jade Champion is just big, and it's the slowest of these cards, so it makes sense that I want to get it out first. And unless we play more cards next turn, so I should play it pre-combat. Jade Champion. Go find any land. Any land? Do I have any lands that do anything? I don't think I do. Yeah, I guess I need more green mana. Sure. Let's grab a land I wouldn't want to draw that produces green. Being, I guess it doesn't really matter. Let's do Meandering Path. Okay, I think them for 9. If they want to double block Wild Bear and do the full trade, I don't mind that. I'm going to bounce Elvish Witness here. Yeah, their hand, I think it's double white that they're missing. Okay, they're going to chump, gain their 1, take 4. Pick up Elvish Witness, play Mountain for turn. Feel pretty good about it. Yeah. One thing they do not have a ton of is ways to answer truly enormous creatures. They got the one Fateful Ascent, and that's about it. Okay, they got a 2/2 Flying Lifelink. It's not bad. And a 2/2 Vigilance Flying, and a 2/1 Vigilance Flying. Or he's going to start getting in. So I should start be working about stuff like Cityscape Dragon. Because Cityscape Dragon means all of their creatures have deal 4 damage, so they could like 12 me out of nowhere with Cityscape Dragon if I'm not prepared for it. So I should be thinking about that card. Glitch Chaos Redeemed. Well, that's actually a pretty good solution because it can make 3 1/1 white elemental bird creature tokens with flying. Yeah, I'm gonna play that. And that's pretty good. Oh, right. Thank you. I keep forgetting. It's been a while since this card's been good. And that actually matters. That means I'm attacking for lethal here. Okay, let's tap 5 and play Glitch. I think 3/1/1 Flyers is my best possible defense against all the bad things that could happen to me. They don't have a great wave. I don't think they can give trample to anything. I also get to scry 3, which is not bad. Ooh, wow, 3 lands. I don't think I want any of these. Yeah, they're forced to chump and take their 9. And with that, like that really reduces danger of. So let's go back to hand. These are untapped. Replay land, and I think this is just leave up Jetstream and Swift Step. That's the safest I can be, and they're very dead next turn. They got Terminal Impact in their deck? They do not have Terminal Impact. I have the Terminal Impact. Or we're from different pods, I think. But I have Terminal Impact and they do not. Yeah, I think pinched on Whitemon is what happened to them this game, if I had to hazard a guess. Okay, let's not forget our Redeemer trigger if we get another turn. Okay. Unfortunately, I do not have a ton of things in my sideboard because the 3-color deck had to pick a lot of lands. Griffin's Blessing, I think, is a card I'm definitely bringing in. I think some of the slower stuff can come out. by which I probably mean either Crumbling Tower or Root Fossil. I don't know if Root Fossil. It's probably too slow here. Yeah, okay. I was not expecting to take a game, much less that easily. Let's see if we can do it again. Oh, Rex. Maybe it's Rex Tyrannos, actually. Oh, no. Yeah, you're right. Rex Tyrannos is actually the cut. Root Fossil, like, it's a way to ramp into a powerful card that stabilizes me, and it can become a blocker later. That's more relevant than Rex Tyrannos, which is just a cantrip. Meanwhile, their sideboard. I haven't looked at their sideboard in detail, but I don't think they have a ton of. Oh, Fang the Palestorm's in the sideboard. Nice. Yeah. I mean, they have powerful cards in here they could theoretically be playing, but I assume the cards I'm afraid of will remain basically the same. Okay. Well, they get to be on the play again. And this hand has no blue mana. But it does have a Redeemer and a Gate of Realms, which can go get blue mana, and a Crumbling Tower. I think it's fine to keep this on the draw, especially if they mull. I could draw a blue source in my first two draws, in which case I'd have an Overrule Will. I could also draw a 2-drop. I have a couple of those that I could play, like the ramp 2-drops. If not, turn 3 Redeemer, turn 4, hopefully Gate of Realms into leave up Overrule Will, find a time for Crumbling Tower later. It's a perfectly fine use of my time. They're going to keep 6. As always against Aggro, really depends. A lot depends on how good their 1-drop is. They have Blunt Instrument again. And I have Wild Bear again. Well, that's excellent. I'm going to play Meandering Path and it's going to be Wild Bear into Redeemer. Just the same curve I had last time. They have Plains and Sparks pre-combat this time. Wow, this is going to be... Well, currently it's playing out a lot like last game. Ooh, Immersive Skyline. That's a great thing to draw here, and I'm just going to play it and Dawnglade Wild Bear. Impressive, not immersive. Immersive Skylines is what they have in the West. And this Gate of Realms, it's like a little. I mean, I already have 4 different names. Gate of Realms is going to get me to 5 pretty easily. And then once I'm there, definite possibilities. Oh, there's going to be something really dangerous like Bacillo. I could have left up Overrule Whale. They have a lot of dangerous 3-drops, but I don't think I can just let myself get hit for 3 by Blunt Instrument here. Obviously, Electes is bad for me. Bacillo is bad for me. Sonam is bad for me. Um, it's Sonam. That's probably the least bad of those. Still bad. I'm going to block Blunt Instrument here, and they're probably going to pay 9 life effectively to keep it alive. Right? Yeah, they have to pay 5 life to make it indestructible, and then 4 more, and it'll deal 4 more damage to them. So they could pay 9 life to keep this around. And they probably will. This is also going to be 3 sources for Sparks. From... Yeah, okay. They realize they take... This is a 4-3. Okay. And Sonam's bad. They forgot to check off their Sparks for Revolution, so that's good for me at least. Sonam protects other creatures, usefully. I think it's just me Redeemer here. Okay. On the other hand, they got 2 cards in hand, and their attack. Whoops. Whoops. Where's my head today? I just misclicked and put the wrong card on the battlefield. I meant this one. I showed them Gator Realms for no reason, which is not good, but it's okay. If they attack with Sonam, I will block with Dongley Wildbear all day. If they kill Dongley Wildbear before combat and then attack with Sonam, I'll block with Redeemer. I don't like it. I'd love to get stuff going with Redeemer, but I have to. They have planes. Okay, this time they're missing double red. They do have significant costs of both double red and double white in their deck. Oh no, what is this? Is Electres? Bacillo. Ugh. Okay, can't attack this turn. And they're not attacking at all. Okay, remember my upkeep trigger. Make my 1/1. Draw Elvis Witness. Okay. I could Gate of Realms leave up Overrule Will here. No, I can't. Gate of Realms doesn't ramp you. Like, there's no reason to play it here. I think it's Elvish Witness leave up Overrule Will then. Yeah, there's no way I have time for Crumbling Tower at this moment. Elvish Witness. Surveil 2. My top 2 cards. Huskforger Forest. Don't say I want either of those particularly. So Bacillo can give something +2/+2. Some double blocks might have to happen. I just have to hope they don't have Fateful Ascent to blow out my double blocks. If both Bacillo and Sonam attacks and they bless what? Bacillo? A 4/4 and a 3/3 block. That's probably the play. I can overrule Will, but I can't overrule Will Fateful Ascent. I can overrule Will something bigger, which would be nice if I could do that. And we're close to Gate of Realms being usable, right? Because I'm gonna have 5 next turn. Gate of Realms will give me a 6, so it'll be 4 to activate. Okay, this is not that bad because I can Gate of Realms will kill their stuff eventually. Obviously, Sonam can save Bacillo, so I might just chump Bacillo because I'm not killing it anyways, and then try to kill Sonam if it attacks. If only Bacillo attacks, maybe I just chump it. I think that's the line actually. Okay, planes. They certainly have a lot of lands in hand. Ideal situation here is me. They tap out for Agnomicos. Nope. This is Casus Belli. You have to say K to that. Tapping another 2 Armada doesn't do anything. Okay, and that gives their creatures +1/+0. They still can't attack with Sonam, but they can make Bacillo huge, absolutely massive. Makes it to a 5/4. Oy, oy, oy. Ooh, they're attacking with Sonam. Okay, so that's going to be +3. It's going to make it a 7/6. So I can triple block and kill it? I can triple block and then Sonam will actually die. But then Bacillo will be able to run rampant. I can't play and activate Gatorums next turn. I'm significantly short of that. But I could draw one of my other burn spells to kill Bacillo. I have a couple. I think that's what I do. So Bacillo can be a 5/5 lifelink next turn? I could theoretically have a creature big enough to block that. It's not impossible. Well, it's going to depend on this draw. If I draw like Terminal Impact here, I'm super in this game. Swift Step, that absolutely counts. So Swift Step's going to cost 3 because Bacillo has Ward. So I guess I can't play either of these cards. I just have to leave up Overrule Will. Yep, they did 3 damage. Obviously, the 2/1 um, 2/1 that I can't block is not good for me. 3/1 with Cast a Spell. I guess it just hit me for 5. Is that even good? I mean, I don't have another option, really. Yeah. It has to be Swift Step here, take my 5, and then draw a Miracle card, counter their thing. But I can't even leave up Overrule Will. Okay, they have to draw nothing, and I have to draw pretty well. But this is where we are right now. Thing is, they're still going to hit me for 5. And Swift Step Robber can't block. Yeah, Cast Belly is a real beating. Okay, go down to 4. Okay, they don't play anything. That's nice. Needs to be a miracle draw. Don't know if it's exactly a miracle, but it's not bad. Do you have any artifacts? I can have my creature fight their creature. I could put a +1 counter on my creature. It doesn't let it actually survive anything. I want to play Gate of Realms this turn, because then I can start shooting things next turn. Okay, this is not the end of the world. I'm going to play Gate of Realms, and hit them with Swift Step Robber, and leave up Griffin's Blessing. I guess I want a Griffin's Blessing now. I'm going to have to be forced to do it when they attack, and I don't want them to draw Fateful Ascent to be able to blow out my Griffin's Blessing. If they have Fateful Ascent, whatever, I'm going to have to pull the trigger. They're going to get me. I'm going to play Gate of Realms. I'm not going to leave Overrule Will. I'm going to have to hope they whiff another draw. None of the other modes do anything, but so I'll put +1 counter, I guess. Okay, I get away with it. I'm dead to a lot of things. I would like an untapped, non-basic land. Do I have one of those? I have Backside of Kaisar, but it's probably just island. Yeah. Play island. Well, this is going to cost 4 to activate next turn. So if they whiff this draw, If they whiffed last draw and they whiff this draw, which it looks like they at least whiffed last draw. It's not Fateful Ascent, it's not a burn spell, it's not Igneous Visions. It could be a double red card, I guess. Oh, they drew Mountain. Do they have double red cards stuck in their hand? Or they just nothing but lands? If it's nothing but lands, I'm feeling pretty good. Yen Slope Skidder, okay. I probably should have saved that land for Crumbling Tower in retrospect. Not that I can. I need to activate Gate of Realms this turn. I guess I could play Yen's instead of activating Gate of Realms. That means I would die to Fateful Ascent when currently I don't. Is there anything that Yen saves me from that Gate of Realms does not? Not really. Okay, I think the card in their hand is a land, which does mean his Overrule is never hitting anything. They have an Igneous Visions. Okay, I could actually theoretically hit something with Overrule now, because they hit Plains. If they flashback Igneous Visions and then the flashback card hits Agnomicos, then I can counter it. Okay, whiff, whiff, whiff. It's Plains again. Oh my god. They've done nothing but whiff. And we are very much in this game. Terminal Impact draw. I think I have to play Yens here. Obviously, it leaves down Gate of Realms. What do they got for haste creatures? Ardor would do it. Breakbot, Cityscape, Elemental of Surprise, a lot of them, but whatever. I need to kill them before they draw one of those. I have limited time. Yeah, there's no way I can't just leave up Gate of Realms every turn. I need to get a creature in play. Maybe I die this turn, but I can't just give them infinite turns to sit around and twiddle their thumbs and you start doing damage to them. Yeah, obviously, if they have a haste creature that I could have killed with Gate of Realms at instant speed, that would be bad, but they don't. They're drawing extremely poorly this game. I'm really sorry for that. Winding Assailant, that's pretty good. Saves me from one haste creature. I mean, I gotta play it. I'm certainly not winning by not playing it. Question is, do I leave up Overrule Will? Or do I play Crumbling Tower? I think I play Crumbling Tower. It's not like Overrule is ever going to counter anything ever again. Okay, they have nothing. All of a sudden they're dead in 2 turns, and I have a blocker? Wait, are they dead next turn? 8? They're dead to a land. 8 from my creatures, terminal you for 7? Obviously, there's a ton of things they could draw that would kill me immediately. This doesn't have a reach, so if Cityscape Dragon does it. Oh my god, they drew another land? Well, that land doesn't work because I at 2. But I'm going to play it and get a Crumbling Tower trigger. Hitting Untethered Demon. Does that do anything useful for me? Not enormously. Well, it could get me a Swift Step Robber. Okay, first of all, Gate of Realms is now with 7 unique lands, 3 to activate. Hmm. I think I probably hit them with one creature. Oh, right. Does that make a difference? Oh, it does. Wait. 9 plus 6 from terminal impact? That is lethal? Oh, I forgot about Yen's trigger. I guess I just go for that. Yep. I don't think they can gain life at instant speed. Wow. They had one of the most unfortunate floodouts I've ever seen. 2 planes in exile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 lands in play. 10 lands of their 17 land deck, I believe. Yeah, 10 of their 17 lands in the top 17 cards of their deck. Okay, I did not deserve to win either of those games. Wow. Yeah, I mean that's magic for you. Sometimes you draw a lot of lands. 10 lands and 17 cards. Yeesh. Well, I'm gonna. Yeah, you double white. I suspected. And they whiffed Unite the Clans somehow. That's incredibly difficult. I guess they don't have a ton of hits. They only have 13 actual creatures, and Ignomikos doesn't count. But still, 12 hits, hit 0 in 6 cards. Good lord. Well, we move on. We move on. With this pile of a deck, we carry on. Well, that was unexpected and delightful. See you guys next time for more Cube.